Okay, Smackdown after WrestleMania. I actually liked it just a smidge more than Raw's. I guess because some of this is kind of, stuff with like Jacob Fatu and Rhea Ripley, came, after their appearance on Raw and stuff, so it's just a little extra spice. But I like that Fatal Influence is called up to, SmackDown stuff because to me they're in the position that like Toxic Attraction was, but and they have Jason Jane who's literally a member of Toxic Attraction. But I like that immediately they interfered with like at least two of these like matches. The first one being the tag match, which I thought was cool to see like, Paige and Brie Bella in action, even if it was interrupted. You know, thought that was cool. And like I said, I like that Fatal Influence is making an impact early. And to speak about, women's matches, I'm fine with Tiffany Stratton winning the US title. I just wish Julia had, not Julia, maybe it's like Julia. I say Julia. I wish she had like more to her reign, which is crazy because I loved her manager because her I remember goodness her name just eluded me. But I remember her manager, like she's a wrestler. She was on NXT and I loved her. Like I loved her on NXT. Like she would have a purse and like she would swing the purse. Everybody like for weeks would be confused, like, what is in the purse? Her purse was like full of bricks. She was hitting people with a purse full of bricks for weeks. And like she would just either not be caught or nobody would know it's full of bricks. Like, I love that for her match. I thought, you know, she would get a little more oomph, but it didn't feel that way, or at least not impactfully. Um, I'm happy for Tiffany Stratton. I enjoy her title reigns because she's just funny, and she makes it very like over the top in a good way because she's champion. Like it makes sense. Like you're a champion, it should be over the top. And I'm also happy that like Sami Zayn is like turning heel. Cause I'll be honest, like it was honestly the only natural thing. I mean, people like Trick Williams just more. It's just, it's kind of like when John Cena was like, has Professor Thugonomics thing, but he was up against like JBL, and people didn't like JBL, so naturally John Cena turned into a face. Like it's just, sometimes it is a mixture of charisma and the person, you know. So I'm fine with that. Um, you know, I enjoyed Cody Rhodes' promo. I'm also one of those people that wants him like I wanted to be heel the way he was in like New Japan with like Bullet Club and like just unhinged. Like, yeah, because heel Cody Rhodes isn't like evil. He's just a jerk. And it's just so good. And if you're ever confused as to why people compare him to Homelander, it's because like Homelander is petty and a jerk. And that's what heel Cody Rhodes is. So I get it. Though I just don't think it's gonna be like so soon. I mean, obviously they're gonna let heel Randy Orton run like the full course, which makes sense because Randy Orton does his best work as a heel. He didn't really get the whole being a face, being a good guy thing until literally years and years later because he had to perfect it. Because when they tried making Randy a face in like gosh, early 2000s, Reign of Terror, it wasn't that good. So they immediately had him be like the legend killer, and he was out here RKOing grandmas and grandpas. Like heel Randy is like Randy's best work in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I thought of SmackDown after WrestleMania.